Hello students, as in previous video lecture, I was discussed about the process of communication and also the importance of communication. Hope you all understood and updated in your notes. So now in this video lecture, I am discussing about types of communication. So as you know, communication is a process of exchanging of ideas, thoughts, views and opinions from one person to another person. The communication takes place an effective and efficient role in the organization for smooth functioning of entire business activities. So then, what are all the types of communication that are to be undertaken by a manager in the organization? So today's topic is types of communication. So here the communication can be broadly categorized into two categories. One is formal communication. On the other hand, we have second category, informal communication. So mainly the communication can be described in two categories, formal communication and informal communication. So again, in formal communication we have three types. One is vertical communication, then second is horizontal communication, then third is diagonal communication. So these three are the types of communications which comes under formal communication. So in formal communication we have three types: vertical, horizontal and diagonal. Again, in vertical communication it can be divided into two types. One is upward communication, then second is downward communication. So these two are the types which comes under vertical form of communication. So by looking into this diagram or chart, you can easy to remember how many types of communications are there in the company: formal and informal communication. Again, in formal communication we have three types: vertical, horizontal, diagonal communication. So again, that vertical communication are further classified into two types: upward communication and downward communication. So let's see the meanings of each and every types of communication. So the first comes, that is formal communication. So what is formal communication? So here formal communication refers to official chain of communication which flows through official channels designed in the organization chart. Formal communication is one which is officially bound and which is provided authentic information to the people. So here the formal communication refers to the official communication. So it is an official communication which flows through official channels designed in the organization chart. Say for example, I will give a simple example, that is, you learned about scalar chain principle. So in scalar chain principle, the informations are to be flowed from top level to middle level to lower level, and the communication may be also conducted between the departments, through a systematic hierarchy, that is formal communication. So which are all comes under formal communication means like notice, circulars, orders, memos, reports, all these examples which comes under formal communication. Say for example, you are receiving an information about reopening of schools and colleges, or you are receiving an information regarding about conducting of test or exam, or announcement of holiday, or announcement of any occasions. So those are to be announced by the office only. So if you get the notice or circular from college or from the department means, then it is called a formal communication. Either it may be in a oral or it may be in a written form. You must receive the information through official chain of system, that is called a formal communication. It is officially bound. So there are no fake informations or there are no rumors are to be spreaded in this type of communication. So if you get the information through the formal communication means that is officially bound and that is true or fact information that you are receiving. So this is the meaning of formal communication. The next, in formal communication we have three types: vertical communication, horizontal communication and diagonal communication. So here vertical communication means the communication that can be taken either from top level management to lower level management, or lower level management to higher level management. So where vertical means it is just like an symbol like this. So if the communication can be flowed from top level to lower level, or either it may be in the form of lower level to top level, that is called vertical communication. So in vertical communication we have two types. One is upward communication, then second is downward communication. So what is upward? What's the direction of upward symbol? Like this. So here the informations are to be passed from lower level to middle level, middle level to higher level. So here the upward communication refers to flow of communication from lower level management to higher level management. So then what are all the types that can be communicated through upward communication means? Like work performance of workers. So because the workers are working at the lower level or operational level management, so the supervisor send report to middle level manager, middle level manager pass information to top level manager. Like opinions or suggestions given by workers or employees, those all can be passed through the lower to higher level management. So that is called upward communication. Then downward communication means like it is opposite. You only answer for this, you can answer for this, like the flow of communication that can be takes like in downward movement. The information passes from top level to middle level and middle level to lower level management. So like what are all the communications or information that can be passed in downward communication means notice, work orders and guidelines, instructions, circulars, memos, all those are the forms which can be comes under downward communication. So here the downward communication refers to flow of communication from higher level management to lower level management. It becomes reverse, like higher level management to lower level management. So the managing director gives work order to branch manager, the branch manager gives orders to departmental heads, the departmental heads gives work order to supervisor, and supervisor distribute work order to the workers or employees in the organization. So that is called downward communication. Then second comes, that is horizontal communication. So what is a horizontal communication? So how it will be? So here like this symbol is called a horizontal. So where the communication that can be exchanged or the informations that can be exchanged between the same managerial executives, where they are exchanging information between one department to another department. I will give a simple example like marketing manager, finance manager, HR manager, production manager, all they comes at a same level department. So where marketing manager gives information to financial manager, financial manager communicate that information to HR manager, HR manager passes information to production manager, and production manager passes information to purchase manager. Like their level of duties are same, there is no change in position. So only the change is communication that can be exchanged between one department to another department. So that is called horizontal communication. Then last third type of formal communication, diagonal communication. So here the diagonal communication that can be take place at any of the forms. So where the top level managerial executive and the lower level supervisor, they can communicate or they can exchange information relating to organizational matters. So it is to be based on the personal relationship. So if the supervisor and the top level managerial executive, based on their personal relationship, the information are to be exchanged at any of the corners of an organization. That is called diagonal communication. So like the diagonal communication that can be taken place at any of the direction irrespective of the procedure. So like in case of vertical, top to lower level or lower level to higher level, so only this much. In horizontal, the communication takes place at same managerial level, but in diagonal that can be taken place at any of the corners of an organization. The top level manager approaches the lower level supervisor in organization. They can contact or they can exchange information regarding about the official matters. That is called diagonal communication. So all these three comes under the types of formal communication. The next, formal communication networks. So it may ask in 1 mark. So the question will be, mention any one network of formal communication. So you need to write any one network of formal communication. So here, when you look into these 5 diagrams, we can able to observe 5 networks which are available in formal communication system in the organization. So how the communication is to be conducted, the informations are to be exchanged between various managerial levels, various departments in an organization. So the first network of formal communication is chain network. So where you can observe this diagram where it indicates like chain system of network. A passes information to B, B passes information to C, C passes information to D, and D passes information to E. So where the communication which flows from top level to lower level. So if it flows from top to lower, that is called the downward communication. If the same thing happens in reverse order, means that is called upward communication. So like that, E gives information to D, D gives information to C, C passes information to B, B passes information to A. Means the suggestions, opinions, performance of workers are to be passed from lower level to higher level management in the hierarchy. That is called upward communication. So this is about the first network of formal communication, that is chain network. After that comes, that is second, wheel network. So in this chain of command or in this network, the manager gives information to all the managerial executives or the subordinates in an organization. So where the person gives information or exchange ideas, thoughts, views and opinions between or other persons who are all surrounding to him. So who are all surrounding to him, he must convey information as a center point of the organization. So the person Z act as a manager, he gives information to all other employees who are surrounding to him. So this is the wheel network. So the third comes, that is circular network. So in this type of network, the informations are to be passed from one person to another person like a circle. Say for example, A gives information to B, B gives information to C, C passes the matter to D, D exchange information to E, and again the information is going to reach to the person who is a primary sender. So like this, the communication like moves in a like circular format, that is called a circular network. Then fourth comes, that is free flow network. So in this type of communication, the information is to be passed like any of the corner, like you know about the diagonal communication. So the superior can contact with the subordinate, like the sales executive may contact to the sales manager to get an information. So like any of the person in the chain, they can contact with the superiors in the organization. So look here, like person A contacted to the person C, and he also gives information to E, and E is going to get a share of information to B, and B is going to convey information to D, and the D is going to convey information to person A. It can be occurred like any of the corner, like a free flow. So either it may be in like circular direction, or it may be in within the circular direction. So where they can contact with each other for getting of informations related to the company matters. Then last fifth comes, that is inverted V. Inverted means reversed V. So all of you know the V is to be right like this. In inverted V, it becomes like reverse order, like this form. So when you look into this picture, you can observe that the V become reversed. So the V become reversed. So like the person A gives information to B, or he can give information to C, and so he shares to that information to D, and where these two people, they are going to get information from B, or they can report to B, and B is going to report to the person A in the organization, in this network. Like it is in a reverse form of V, that is inverted V network. So there is no explanation is required for this. So it may ask in only 1 mark. So you need to mention, or you need to write any one type of network in formal communication among all these 5 networks. This is all about the first type of communication, formal communication. So in formal communication, we have 3 types. Which are those? Which are those? Remember, one is vertical communication, second is horizontal communication, then third is diagonal communication. In vertical communication, we have 2 types: upward communication, downward communication. So this is about the first formal communication. Then second type of communication, that is informal communication. So as the word indicates, informal means opposite word to formal communication. So where the formal communication flows an official chain of command in exchange of information, but informal communication is not have any of formal lines of authority to flow the communication or information. So let's see the meaning. Communication that takes place without following the formal lines of communication is said to be informal communication. So where in the case of formal communication, we can able to see the lines of authority or lines of stages to be followed in passing of information. But in case of informal communication, there is no formal lines of communication. They can take place at any of the form, that is called informal communication. So if you get the information through the office, if you get the information through the office in form of notice or circular means, that is called formal communication. But if the information that you get without having any official authority means, that is called informal. Means there may be a possibility of rumors, or there may be a possibility of false information passed between the organization or within the department, that is called informal communication. It is not officially bound. There is no authentic that what we get the information that is true. This is also called as grapevine communication. So the another word for informal communication is grapevine communication. So in next class, I will discuss the network of informal communication. So the difference is very simple. Formal means officially bound, informal means it is not officially bound. If you get the information through formal communication, that is true information. If you get any information through informal communication, it is not authentic of the truthfulness. That is called informal communication. Thank you.